What's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the 3 most luxurious neighborhoods in the Triad area. Let's get into the video. My name is Ramon Lomeli. I'm a local realtor and the team leader of the Smart Move Group, brokered by eXp Realty here in Winston-Salem, but we've got connections all over the Triad and really all over the state. And today we're going to be covering the 3 most luxurious neighborhoods, in my opinion, in the entire Triad, the Piedmont Triad area of North Carolina. If you're unfamiliar, briefly I'll mention that the Piedmont Triad area is an area consisting of 3 major cities, Greensboro, North Carolina being the biggest, Winston-Salem, my personal favorite, and of course High Point, North Carolina, the smallest city in the Triad. So 3 big cities in a small area. We call it the Piedmont Triad area, or the Triad area for short, of North Carolina. So I'm going to be taking you guys today on a tour, so strap in. I'm going to be driving all through these neighborhoods, showing you what kind of beautiful, luxurious houses you can expect to have if you decide to purchase in one of these areas. Now, there are a ton of luxurious neighborhoods in the area. These happen to be 3 of my favorite, 3 of the ones that I know a little bit more of. 3 definitely price ranges are going to be up there in these for sure, but they also have some really cool styles and architecture and some story behind them as well. And this is why they're my favorite. So top 3 luxury areas in the Piedmont Triad area. Let's go. Up first, we're going to go to Greensboro, North Carolina to check out Irving Park. Now, there's a section called Old Irving Park or Historic Irving Park, and that's what we're going to focus on today. This neighborhood is obviously known for its historic charm. Some of the most luxurious, nicest homes in the entire Triad happen to be inside of Old Historic Irving Park. You have anything from custom built homes to beautiful, large, scenic Georgian style beauties. And one of the cool things about Irving Park is that you're actually only about 3.5 miles from downtown Greensboro, which has a lot going on. Irving Park is actually home to the Greensboro Country Club, and because of that, they offer some exclusive amenities like a tennis court, golf course, of course, and fine dining. There are about 1,900 homes inside of Irving Park, which is a really good size for a neighborhood. And there's all kinds of homes and different sections inside of Irving Park, anything from a quaint, just modest single family home or a family home all the way to beautiful, expansive estates that sit inside of Irving Park. And yeah, some of these can get up into the millions. Most of the homes are going to be a little bit older inside of Irving Park, the oldest being all the way to 1910s, but even in the early 2020s, they've been building some brand new construction homes in there. The lot sizes are going to be all over the place, and it's going to kind of really depend on the part of Irving Park that we're talking about, but generally speaking, you're anywhere from 0.15 for the smaller ones, but the massive estates sometimes sit on like 3 acres plus. The most expensive home to have sold thus far in Irving Park was $5.9 million. Now, according to some data that we looked up in the last year for 2023, 53 homes sold inside of Irving Park, and the average price there being around $870,000, which sounds like kind of a steal actually for Irving Park. The cheapest home that actually sold was $250,000. Obviously needed a lot of work, probably a complete tear down, and you're just paying for the lot. Lots in there are not cheap. Up next, we're going to talk about one of my favorite neighborhoods in the entire Triad. If I ever win the lotto, this is probably where I'm going to end up. It's a neighborhood that I love driving my family through, and when I have some family over to visit from other states, out of state, I often drive them through there just so they can see some of the most beautiful homes again in the Triad. So we're talking about today Buena Vista, or Buena Vista if you're from Winston-Salem. Here in Buena Vista, you're going to have some amazing estates, just sprawling estates on rolling hills, and you're going to have of course some mature landscaping as well as some gorgeous, huge natural trees. Much like Irving Park, Buena Vista caters to a large different varieties of residences. The community has actually been in development for over a century. Buena Vista consists of over 2,000 homes, including charming stone cottages, Italian Renaissance, elegant colonials, Tudor-style homes, and everything in between. One thing that sets Buena Vista apart from a lot of other luxurious neighborhoods is the contrast that it has between these smaller style cottages that happen to be inside of Buena Vista and these, like I said, large sprawling estates, beautiful $1 million mini mansion style homes. And a lot of these homes were actually built by famous architects in their day. Another few things that make Buena Vista such a popular destination are going to be its proximity to downtown, proximity to hospitals, proximity to some of the most elegant shopping and dining that we have to offer here in Winston-Salem. It's also really close to Wake Forest University, Reynolda Gardens, the country club that we have here in Winston-Salem as well, and the Coliseum. So very centrally located, convenient to really everything. Buena Vista is home to many of Winston-Salem's over $1 million homes. And because of such a wide range of different styles of homes and different sizes, the square foot really varies in there. I mean, you'll find 1,000 square foot homes all the way to 10,000 square foot homes. That's a lot of space to clean. Some of these larger homes actually have up to 9 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. Of course, like Irving Park, lot sizes, they're gonna be all over the place. 0.10 on the small side all the way to over 6 acres, so it widely varies. The average lot size though, I would say inside of Buena Vista, we're probably looking at around half an acre. In the last year, in 2023, 85 homes sold in Buena Vista, and that got us some interesting statistics here. The cheapest sold for right over $300,000, probably need a ton of work, right? The most expensive sold for $2.3 million, and the average price in 2023 at least was around $872,000. If you see a home for $800,000 in Buena Vista on the right street, that's definitely a bargain. Up next, we're gonna talk about one of the most popular neighborhoods for luxury homes in the entire Triad. Before we get into that though, I do wanna remind you that if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything at all I can do to help, I'd really appreciate it if you reach out, give me a call or shoot me a text. Number on the screen, that's my personal cell phone number, goes to no one else but me. I'm gonna be the one answering if you call or text. In case you're curious, I'm gonna leave you some links so you can see what homes are currently available inside of these neighborhoods while you watch this video. I'm also gonna leave you some social media handles in the about section of this video in case you wanna be my friend on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Now the reason you may want to be, not only does everyone always need another friend, but also post a lot of local content about restaurants in the area, things to do in the area, events in the area, so you can kind of get to see through my eyes what the town is like. As always, don't forget to hit the like button, leave me a comment, but above all, subscribe. Really helps with the algorithm. And that's it, I promise. No more talking, let's get back into the video. And for the last one on today's list, we're gonna be talking about, of course, Brookberry Farms. This one could never be off this list. Brookberry Farm is an upscale neighborhood with more of a modern, more luxurious style homes in there as opposed to Irving Park and Buena Vista, where those are a little bit more historic, more dated, still amazing, elegant properties that I would love to own. However, Buena Vista is definitely gonna be a little bit more newer. The neighborhood sits on an over 800-acre estate that used to belong to Bowman Gray. Bowman Gray, if you don't know anything about the area here, Bowman Gray, big RJ Reynolds tobacco executive, philanthropist, a lot of good stuff in Winston-Salem, used to own this huge farm, and now we build houses on it, luxury, high-end, sometimes $1 million houses on them. For the most part, the homes inside of Brookberry Farms are going to be traditional and transitional style homes. Now, most of these are going to be stone and brick, very high-end materials. I will say though, a lot of the new ones are getting a lot of the like really cool angles, tall, lots of glass on these houses. So there are some modern ones that are kind of straying away from the traditional floor plans that they used to have. The cool thing though, and as you can see, every single home in here is unique and different in some kind of way. They don't build cookie cutter homes here. These are not going to be, you know, your home is not going to be like your neighbor's, rest assured. Inside of Brookberry Farm, you'll often see circle driveways, waterfront homes, gourmet kitchens, enormous windows, grand entrances, and the list goes on and on. Now, one of the top reasons why people love living inside of Brookberry Farm is going to be because of the expansive list of amenities that they have. The residents of Brookberry Farm have access to the amphitheater, a historic barn, clubhouse, pavilion, aquatic center, fitness center, playground, hammock park, disc golf, tennis court, volleyball court, and a bocce ball court. And that's in addition to the gorgeous lake and lake house. Now, because this neighborhood does have an HOA, you're typically gonna pay around $1,400 annually, but I mean, you get so much for that that it honestly is not that bad. Now, the lot sizes, they do vary greatly. I would say that on average, you're looking at close to 0.4 of an acre on average. There are some very large lots in there, but on average, you're probably looking around 0.4. Now, as far as MLS goes, we only had 52 homes sell last year. And get this, the average price was actually over $1 million. $1,014,000 was the average price of homes that sold inside of Brookberry Farm 2023. The cheapest of those, as far as MLS goes, was $564,000. The most expensive was $1.8 million, but I have known of off-market deals in there that sell $2, $3, and even $4 million. And that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, do not hesitate to reach out, call, text, or email me. Thanks again, and I'll see you in next week's video.